All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I know Carrie was finishing up her workout. We've got some other people getting on, but I'm just going to start. As you guys know, tonight's topic, I'm going to go over organization. Hi, Amanda.
Hi.
And basically, I've done this call in a sort of already, and it's recorded, but I know we have a lot of new faces and some people really struggling with it, so I thought it would be a good topic to touch on again. Seeing as it's the beginning of the month, it's always a good thing to go over again. So, hi, Carrie. Let me zoom this up. Okay. So, most of you guys, I'm assuming, are gearing up. If you're a newer coach, I'm just going to cover a few things that you may not know already about, Beachbody, how we try to run the first of our month. You're going to see a lot of promotions for clean eating groups or clean week fitness groups, and they're advertised as 7-day or 5-day or join my free clean eating group. That is to add to your network, because you can post about free groups in a lot more places than you can about selling stuff. So you can get people added to your network to add them to this free group you're running. It's a great way to get your name out there, to get exposure for your challenge group towards the middle or end of the month that should be starting. And it's a great way to offer something free to people to see that you're willing to help them regardless of a sale. Now, this being said, you will not see me running a free group. Why? Because I have a free group that I run all the time, and I do fun challenges in it. And I've been in the business long enough that I don't necessarily have to run one every month. Being a newer coach, I did it. For my first 8 months, I ran a free group. I started a new group. I promoted it my first end of the month, and I would start it the first or second week in the month. And I would just simply give a clean eating plan. I would make a video welcoming people, explaining who I was, and do fun fitness challenges. I would do a giveaway at the end of, 3 Shakeology packets or a fun face mask or my favorite chapstick, whatever you want to pull out of thin air. It doesn't have to be something expensive. It can be a bonus workout DVD that you get with your programs. It doesn't matter. And I would use that as leverage for participation in the challenges to get people excited and pumped up about what I was doing. So it was basically a mini challenge group, and I busted butt in those groups. Why? Because you want people to see the value in what you have to offer. So that's a non-negotiable in the beginning of your business. You have to offer free. You have to offer your service as a person, as a coach, so people see the value in what you're doing. Is it fun all the time because you feel like you're repeating and you may not have a lot of participation in the beginning? No. But if you love this job and you love Beachbody and you love the culture, then you'll know how much value you're adding to maybe one person's life in that group, regardless if you have 100 people in it and only 2 people are participating. You know that you're reaching people. So even if they're not necessarily participating in the first group, they may reach out to you and say thank you, or they may reach out to you 3 months down the road and say I'm ready to do a challenge group, or they may say can I join your free accountability group that you run forever, or a new clean eating group, whatever it may be. Your job as a Beachbody coach is to touch people's lives and to help motivate and inspire them, regardless of a challenge pack sale, regardless of them being success club points in your back office. That is your job as a coach. It is stated, if you go read some of the rules as a Beachbody coach and what you're signing up to do, is actually stated in the policy. So that is really important, and that's why you see those for groups, because it brings people in, it builds trust with people, and that's how you start building those relationships with people without being awkward, without trying to be salesperson, without having to reach out. And as you're posting on your Facebook, that's gaining you exposure. So when we talk about adding to your network every day, that is adding to your network, because like I said before, you can promote a free group way easier, and more people are going to say, hey, I want into a free group, than any other group. So it's a very easy tool to leverage at the beginning of your month to get you boom for your buck when you start pushing for Success Club in that second week. So that's something they're going to see a lot of. It's something I definitely suggest. If you're not into the clean eating groups, come up with your own group. This is your business. You can get creative. I ran Planktober, a full plank month, and I knew I wasn't going to get challenge pack sales from that group in that October month, but you bet I got Success Club 10 right out of the gate in November when people were ready and committed and like into it. So that's something to be aware of. That's something that you can do right now, offering value to people's lives and lots of people's lives, because people love free stuff. Everybody loves free stuff. Whether it's a group, whether it's prize, whether it's free advice or a free video or a free workout, even if you're pulling it off Pinterest and posting it for them, people find value in that. So if there's anything you take away from the call tonight, that is most important. Either create a free group like I do and run your challenges in one group. However you want to do it, however you want to cultivate that relationship with people, you need to have an offer or present something to the people you're speaking to for free. So when somebody says, I can't buy a challenge pack, you don't just have to stop the conversation, and you don't just have to end the conversation there and say, well, I guess I can't help you. You can say, that's totally fine. Let me get you added into my next free group. Let me add you to my accountability group. And again, that builds trust. That builds a relationship that's natural and easy instead of being awkward and salesy. Because again, I'm not good at pitching things or selling things. I'm the most awkward. I would not be a good car salesman. Anyway, so you're seeing that should be at the top of your list for today, tomorrow, this week. Setting that up. Grab a meal plan. Most of you are in my clean eating group already. Grab a meal plan. Grab the recipes, or you're in my free What is Coaching group that I ran this week. If you're in that, there's a clean eating meal plan right there. Grab that. It doesn't have to be original. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be from a chef. Something that's going to get people results in a week. You would be surprised how many people drop 5 to 7 pounds in 1 week of clean eating, and that's simply because they can commit for 5 days for dropping their soda and coffee habit or boxed whatever it is. Dropping that for 5 to 7 days does wonders. And if they're eating fresh vegetables and they're eating, lean proteins and stuff that should be on your clean eating menu in the right portions, and you're encouraging them to drink, a gallon of water a day and having fun little workouts each day, they're going to see crazy results. And that gets people's attention. Anyway, okay, so we're talking about focus. We're talking about how to schedule this all in. So that should be your main priority this week. And just really getting that going is focusing in, and how many outlets can you share that with people? How many people are you adding? And as you're adding people, you should create a list of those people. And once you get them into the group, start conversating, comment on their posts, comment on, what they're posting about and their questions. So you can create real relationships. Number 2, you should be doing your workout and drinking Shakeology non-negotiable. You as a coach have committed to being a product of the product. This is not I'll drink my Shakeology tomorrow. I didn't really feel like it today, or I missed it, or I was out. There's no excuse. There's no reason why you shouldn't be, because the only reason that you're going to have a story and people are going to believe you is if you're doing it every single day. If I get to the end of my day and I've been out and I'm like, oh, I didn't even drink my Shakeology, which doesn't really happen anymore. If I do happen to do that, I take a scoop, I shake it up in 5 ounces of water, and I chug it down, because I know it's like a multivitamin, guys. It's what is creating health in your body. Like, it's vital nutrients. People can eat clean and, eat a completely organic diet, and they're missing nutrients in the soil that their food's grown in. So this day and age, it's really important to be supplementing with something to make sure that your body's healthy. As you're doing workouts and you guys are training your bodies to be healthier and fit, it's super important and vital to you as you're in this business to be, using that product and sharing what it's doing for you, because you're not going to know what it's capable of if you're not being consistent with it. I know I had a month where I slacked off because I just was having a rough month, and I noticed a huge difference, and I was able to share that with people. I stopped for 1 week. Last week I skipped 1 day, and I noticed a difference. So consistency, not only in your business, consistency not only in your workouts, but consistency in Shakeology. And that's not because I like promoting a ton of products. We offer, and Beachbody coaches offer tons of products. Like there's pre-workouts, pre-formulas, Vitamix, blah, 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 like all this stuff. And you don't really see me like promoting that stuff. I don't promote products. I promote something that I really truly believe in for my health. If somebody asks me, I am up to date on knowing what the other products are, but you don't really see me pushing it or trying to get a sale in. I believe in healthy, way of going about it. And Shakeology is part of that for me. It's my daily multivitamin, as want to put it. So plugging in and really doing that and focusing, not just doing it when you feel like it or skipping a week and saying, oh, I'll get back on Shakeology, my workouts next week. Plugging in and doing it, sharing with people that you can do it. Oh my gosh, Carrie. So many babies on our calls all the time and I get sidetracked.
I haven't held him very much this week because my mom's been here, so I'm holding him finally. So
you're like, I'm taking my baby back.
Yeah, pretty much.
I got my baby back. And trust me, I'm going through this stuff and then I'm going to break it down for time frame because I know a lot of you have jobs. A lot of us have kids. A lot of us have things going on. Trust me, I don't sit at my computer 24/7 as much as I am in the group chat all the time because I love you. I am not messaging people all the time and I'm not doing stuff all the time. So bear with me while I get through the to-do list and then I will break it down into how to effectively manage your time while doing all these things. Go to bed right now. Sorry. Okay, so your free group should be first and foremost. And if you have questions about that, reach out to me or reach out to another team member. You guys are a team. It's not just me and you and then, oh, there are other people on our team. This is a team effort. So if you are a new coach or if you are a coach that feels like you are on overload, reach out to a fellow coach and say, let's run this together. You can track who you're inviting to your free clean eating group. You can track who's, going to help with a challenge group. It doesn't have to be on me and you. We're a team. So, reach out to Carrie, reach out to Amanda, reach out to Christine, run one together, team up, tag team it, hey, I'll bring the meal plan, you bring the workouts, let's rock this. I did that in the beginning. I was not running groups by myself for a good 5 months. I had no clue what I was doing on my own. I had support. That's why we're a team, guys, because we all have strengths and I'm okay with accepting that I have weaknesses. And that's why we are a team. That's why it's Team Beachbody, not me Beachbody. So just know that. Reach out to anybody. Go search in our team page and say, ooh, I'm going to reach out to Erin. I'm going to reach out to Christine and say, hey, do you want to buddy up? Let's do this. Cool. And if you don't vibe well and you run a group and it fizzles out, that's fine. It's like a dating game. I hung out with, coaches here and there, and then I found my success partner and then we drifted apart and then I started talking to her again and now I have a completely different success partner. So, you can find people that you bond with and use each other's strengths because we're not all going to have the same strengths. I'm super good at recruiting. I'm really good at talking to people. I love talking to people. If that's all I had to do for Beachbody, I'd be 15-star. Unfortunately, that's not all there is in Beachbody. There are other things. So I had to find somebody that balanced me out. And that's somebody that really focuses on her team. And she helped me learn that skill, how to slow down and explain it to people. Because I was recruiting, I was like, I was pumped up. I can share that with people. And they would sign up. And then I'm like, now what? I have no idea how to help that coach succeed. And so in the last 6 months, I've really learned how to hone that in and say, this is what I can do for my team to help you guys succeed. And that's what I'm doing with these team calls is sharing and breaking it down. So find somebody, side note, find somebody to latch onto. It can be in our team or comment in the Inspire Empire and ask a question if somebody wants to run a group with you, or, you have one challenger and they need a challenge group to go in. Ask and say, hey, I have one person. Obviously they need support. I'm not going to run a group with one person. Where can they fit in? Help me out. And they will. There's 2,000 people in that group. Somebody has a challenge group starting. I guarantee it. Okay, so the third thing that is a non-negotiable this week and every day is inviting to the challenge. Now, this does not mean you have to cold flat go and spam people with buy this so you can join my challenge group. Not at all what I mean. Inviting means making a list of however many people you feel comfortable inviting in a day. For me in the beginning, it was 30 to 50 people. I'm going to be honest. I reached as many people as I could because I knew every single person that I touched was going to start taking notice of my page and what I was doing. So regardless if they said no, I wasn't getting discouraged. It meant I was touching them, and I was reaching out. So this means connecting with people from my past, like old high school friends. This means reaching old people, guys. People from your past. So dig deep. There are people. You have probably talked to way more people than you actually think. So if you start digging deep and going, who did I go to high school with? Who did I work with? Who are my dad's friends, my mom's friends, my sister's friends, my brother's friends, relatives, aunts, uncles, cousins, brothers, sisters, ex-boyfriends. I don't know. I know a girl that her two best coaches are her boyfriend's two ex-girlfriends. I don't know how that happens. Don't ask me. I don't know. But her two rock star coaches are her boyfriend's ex-girlfriend. So think outside the spectrum of, oh, well, I only have 5 friends that I really talk to. Guys, you guys are my friends. I don't really have a ton of friends in Cedar Rapids because I got out of the party scene. So I started my Beachbody account with I think I've told you guys before, it was 200 friends, roughly, on Facebook. And when I say 200 friends, that means including grandma and grandpa and great uncle Earl and Aunt Ruth. I'm not inviting them to a challenge. I don't think their account's active anymore, to be honest. So think outside the box. Go into the groups that you're parts of. Are you parts of mom groups? Are you parts of dog groups, running groups, other fitness groups, Weight Watchers groups, craft groups, home decorating groups? What groups are you a part of that you can start conversating with people and adding as friends on your Facebook and creating a network for yourself? Because you are relatable to people. People like you. Trust me. People like you. You just have to find them. I was really scared at first, but you just have to close your eyes and say, you know what? If they don't friend me, they're a loss. I'm a pretty cool chick. I'm really fun. I'm not trying to spam anybody. I have something to offer, and believe that you have something great to offer. So that's something you need to be doing. Have that on your to-do list. If you're scared of it, do it first before you do anything else, before you do your workout, before you drink your Shakeology. Whatever you look forward to, do the things you dread most, and then do the things you enjoy. I love working out now. That being said, I was talking to Christine on a one-on-one today, and I was like, honestly, I love personal development, but for me, I'm such a go, 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 Red Bull type of person that sitting down to read a book, I'm like, I'm wasting time. But I wasn't developing myself as a person. So now it's the first thing I do. I told my boyfriend, I said, you need to get up with our daughter, whatever time that may be. And I will get up. I'm not going to sleep in every morning. I will get my butt up, but I'm going to read for 10 minutes. I'm going to set my alarm and read for 10 minutes. So when my day starts, I'm not going to do anything out of the ordinary, but I made sure I got that done, because that would be the first thing that would get pushed aside, but it's the most important to me, because if I'm not growing my brain and if I'm not staying motivated and staying in check for you guys, then I'm no good. So check yourself each and every day. Are you going down your checklist and making sure that you're staying on track with every single point and aspect of this business as a team? Feeling centered as a person. Don't just focus on one aspect, because when you do, then you lose focus of your big picture and your big dream, and you get really down on yourself. Again, I said I was a good recruiter. However, that's hearing a lot of no's in one day. Sometimes you need to take a break from hearing no, regardless of how strong you are, thick-skinned you are. It gets really depressing sometimes. So when you're talking to 100 or 200 people a night and they're all saying no, you're going, oh my gosh, I think I'm failing. So be aware of that. Okay, I think we're on number 4. My notebook is in the bedroom, and I didn't go get it, but I'm winging it like you guys know. So that's me, and welcome team. If you're a new coach, you'll know that I do make notes, but my daughter eats them. I throw them away, or I decide not to use them. So you get raw, real Brie, and that means our team calls are a little rambly, but you signed up with me for a reason, so I hope you bear with me. Okay, so we've gone over, let's recap for a second. So free group this week or next week. It's something you should have on your calendar. It will be on our team calendar. Again, I told Christine, yep, I totally deleted our team calendar the other day because my computer, I'm just not a computer whiz, and just deleted the whole thing. So that should be up in the next day or two. It's on my priority list. I've got 10 girls to do prom hair tomorrow, so hopefully after that I can get our calendar done. But it will be on there. You should be promoting a free group the last week of the month so that you can start at the first week of the month, so then you can invite to your challenge group the second. Start talking about it in your free group and start inviting and hit Success Club by the middle of the month. And some of these things for new coaches, if you don't know what Success Club and everything I'm talking about, it will be coming in an email, or we're probably talking about it now, so it will start making sense. You need to go to your room and go to your bed. Okay. Right now. Rewind. This child. You see why we do it after kids go to bed. Okay. So personal development we've talked about. We've talked about adding value to people's lives in some form of free. We've talked about being a product of the product, and we've talked about blind inviting, meaning reconnecting with people, old friends, new people, networking each and every day. Now, how do you do this in 30 minutes a day? If you only have 30 minutes to an hour to run your business, how do you effectively do this? Now, I'm going to talk about this, taking your workout out of the equation. I think your workout, you got to make a sacrifice somewhere. You got to give up television somewhere. You got to wake up early. You got to do it at night. I mean, when I was working full time, I got up at 4:30 a.m. That's just how it was. Now you may be different. You may be a stay-at-home mom, and now I love sometimes doing a double workout in the afternoon. Sometimes I do it in the evening. So think about your situation. Think about when you're going to best effectively do your workout. If that means getting up early and getting it out of the way, do it then. But if you're fine and know you're not going to make excuses in the afternoon, like I do sometimes, I'm like, well, I'm just not going to do it today. Then you need to be doing it at a time that you know you're going to get it done each and every day. No excuses. So that's your priority. This time management breakdown is not going to include your workout. So whatever workout you've picked, I apologize. You're going to have to figure it out on your own where you're going to fit it in. This is going to be 30 minutes to an hour. I call it the power hour. You'll hear that a lot. What is your power hour? Your to-do list. Each and every day, non-negotiables. We went through some of the things that I do every day or what I will be doing this month. And how do you break that down to really effectively build a business? I worked this business a lot more than an hour because I loved what I did, and I would find myself sitting up till 2 a.m. talking to people. That's me. That doesn't have to be you. And I know people that have built six-figure incomes that I've chatted with personally. Lori Stewart, if you follow her, she's Anita's success partner. You'll start hearing these names more, top coaches. She worked her business around like 3 kids, working a full-time job. She didn't have a lot of time. And same here. I had a 1-year-old. I was helping my sister plan her wedding. I was moving, and I was working 50 to 60 hours as a business retail manager at a clothing store. So you talk about not having time, and I was dealing with postpartum depression and going to therapy 2 times a week. So that's a whole nother team call and story. But I want you to know that I had to find resources and I had to make time. You don't just find time. You don't just sign up for this company and, oh, now I just have more time to do this business. No, you have to find things that are important to you, and you signed up for this for a reason, so it's important to you, right? I found this business more important than, Desperate Housewives of New York, Desperate Housewives of Orange County, TLC, 19 Kids and Counting. You name it, I watched it. I was a reality TV junkie, and I realized when I signed up for this business that I was wasting a lot of time. I might say that I don't have a lot of time, but how much time was I spending watching television when I got off work? A lot. Those shows are 30 minutes each, and I was watching quite a few different shows, and I was making sure to get through all my recordings, and I added up that time, and I said, that is time that I could be building my business. That is the time that I could be building my family's future. And when I broke it down to myself, I said, you know what? I can either do this wholeheartedly, or I can continue to watch my TV shows and maybe talk to one person, but that would be a waste. It would be a waste of my team's time. It would be a waste of signing somebody up. It would be a waste of a challenger. It would be a waste of the talent that God has given me to, be effective in this business. And I was called to sign up as a Beachbody coach. I have no idea why. I didn't truly believe in God, honestly, at the time that I signed up. I was in a really dark place. So when I say that I cut those things out, that was like cutting out my whole life. Like if I wasn't partying, I was watching reality TV. So find that 30 minutes, find that hour of time that you're wasting, because I guarantee you're wasting time somewhere. Whether it be sitting and doing nothing, or scrolling Facebook, or making excuses. You can be wasting time sitting there saying a million reasons why you can't be doing this stuff or why you're not going to be successful. But when you stop doing that and you start being productive, that is when the puzzle pieces start falling together. So I woke up in the morning, I would do my workout. I would go to work from 7, sometimes 6, and I wouldn't get home. Oh my goodness, child. I wouldn't get home until late at night. I would basically get enough time to see my daughter and put her to bed. And then I would cry because I was depressed because I didn't see my daughter all day. Come here. Yeah, you can just sit here then. So I found it very effective to not turn my television off when I got home from work. I invited, first and foremost, that is the bread and butter of your business. Communication with people, creating relationships. Invite, set your timer for 10 minutes. Do not scroll Facebook and see what other people are posting about. Do not see what Anita Myron posted today. Do not see what Bree Holland posted today until you've sent those invites. Whether it be going through your friends list, like I said, growing your friends list by adding people in these free groups is going to be huge, and tracking that. Write down the names of the people that you reached out to, whether it was cold cut, copy paste. Hey, Carrie, I have this awesome fitness and health challenge coming up. I've just started working on my goals. I totally just wanted to see if that's something you'd be interested in. Bring a friend if you want. Let's chat if you're interested. And I can get you a copy paste of what I used to send to people. Just get creative. Use your own voice and close your eyes and send messages out. Reconnect with people from your past. All you have to say is, hey, Amanda, how have you been doing? I've lost touch. I've been really busy. What's going on? Go to their Facebook page. See what they've been posting about. I see you posted about having your baby. I see about a new puppy. That's so cool. How's that going for you? Create a conversation. And if you're posting on your Facebook, they're going to see that. Okay? So 10 minutes. It doesn't take a long time to send messages, people. And you do not, I cannot stress enough, do not pop open a message. If somebody responds right away, leave it sit. Do not open it. Go to your list, invite them, and then shut it off. People can respond in 10 minutes. People can wait for 30 minutes. People wait on me a day or two now. I shut my chat off, and you guys will find. I don't jump back on and, okay, enough with that. Thank you. So that is something you need to be doing each and every day. So that's 10 to 15 minutes. Secondly, your personal development. If you have 10 pages or 10 minutes, it needs to be a book, a podcast, an iPad, something on your computer, a YouTube video, inspiration, something that's going to fuel your soul. That might not be the same thing that fuels my soul. I'm really into this business. So business building books has really helped me. The Compound Effect, The Slight Edge. Those are books that my coach recommended to me in the beginning, and I'm so glad I read The Slight Edge. I've read that book 50 times. I can read it in my sleep, like barely kind of like skimming it because it's so powerful. Just wait a minute, please. And then, so that's, and add more. Like I listen, like these headphones, I have one in my ear all day long, listening to Shailene Johnson or Shaun T or somebody inspirational going, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. My daughter doesn't even know what's in there. It's like hiding in my ear. I have one ear and I can be tuned in doing puzzles, and I don't have to be taking notes and always plugged in, but I'm always feeding myself with productivity. I'm no longer feeding myself with an attitude of I can't do this. I'm not feeding myself with, oh, somebody else is going to do this better. I feed myself with I can do this. I am the best at what I do because I'm me. Nobody else can make a better version of me than myself. And I don't have to know all the answers to have a good solution. So take that what it's worth, 10 to 15 minutes for me. I know Scotty Hobbs, if you follow him, he's a top coach. He does 6 hours of personal development. How he fits that in, I have no idea. I probably do an hour or two a day. And that's, again, through listening to like podcasts and stuff through my headset. But I mean, it's just constantly feed your brain, feed your soul. Love this, embrace it. This is a lifestyle. This is not just a quick fix of like, oh, I'm going to grab a paycheck and peace. This is something that I've embraced as my life. And so that needs to be a part of your life as well. So whatever you find, and there's tons of book suggestions, and just ask if you need help finding a new book or something that's going to speak to you. Okay, so adding to your network. Go to your suggested friends, and I stay away from guys only because my niche is not guys. I don't relate to guys. I get a lot of the, hey, cutie, why are you adding me on Facebook? Like, I don't need none of that. I have a niche, and it's moms, it's women, it's ladies, it's independence, it's confidence, and I want to exude that in women. Doesn't mean I would never sign up a guy, but I don't friend guys. So find your niche and go add 5 to 10 people a day. You need to be growing your network. Whether you have 1,000 friends on Facebook or not, whether you have 100 friends on Facebook, you can change that in an instant. If you're adding 5 people a day, how powerful is that? Think of next year how many friends you're going to have and how many people you can impact and how many people's lives can change by seeing your posts. And then throughout the day, I would say I commit 15 minutes a day to posting on my Facebook. I don't come up with giant, crazy things. I post my life in a real way. I take 5 seconds to take a picture. Like if you look at my post tonight, it was me on my computer sending a Zoom link, and I posted something inspirational. I said, I create my own happiness. And it's me on my computer because I love what I do, and I'm about to talk to my team. And if somebody doesn't like that, who cares? That's me. So be real, be raw, be authentic. Don't share other people's things. Do not share their stuff. As inspirational as it might be, that's not you. People aren't looking at that and going, wow, Carrie is so inspiring. No, they're clicking on a link and going away from your page or sending people away to somebody else. And they might sign up for, Turbo Kit classes in Atlanta. I don't know. You need to make it your post. Make it you. You are the face of this. So don't be scared to post a selfie. It's your Facebook. If people don't like you posting pictures of you, I don't know where they're going to go, but I mean, it's my Facebook. So they can deal with my selfies because that is me. That's me. It's me and my daughter. This is my life. How cool. I can take selfies all day long if I want to. I love it. It's creating. You can say hello.
Hi.
Hi. So 10 to 15 minutes on your posts. And now I tend to plan mine out. So I know I'll probably post a recipe each day. I know I post an outfit or a makeup tip or whatever interests me that day, my kid, my family, things we're doing, my workout every morning, my personal development each day. I can find a quote from that, take an inspirational part of it, post it on a picture. There's tons of ideas for apps that I use. So just ask or look at the file. Can you just wait a minute? I'm almost done. So posting, and then And then 10% should be added or focused on your team. At this point, you're all newer coaches, so you don't have a huge team base. So you can lean on me for that. All your coaches can be part of this team chat. All of your coaches can be part of the, team trainings. You don't have to recreate anything. Use my files, use my trainings that I've given you, and you send that to your coaches until you're ready to grow. Because I wasn't doing this, the first little bit in my business. That's what I'm here for. So take it one step at a time. That's okay. Use the emails I send because that information is exactly what that challenger or that coach needs. It doesn't have to be this amazing, crazy email that Erin or Carrie or Ashley made up. Like, it's all the same info. It just happens to be a video with me explaining it. And you can say, this is me and my coach. We're doing blah, blah, blah. So your business comes first. You helping people comes first. You come first, because without you taking care of yourself and your business, you're not helping anybody. So I hope I broke that down. Conversations, you're inviting 10 to 15 minutes. However many people you land on in that amount of time, don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself to say, oh, I was only going to do 2 invites, so I'm done in less time. Don't say I was going to do 30 and be on your computer for 2 hours chatting with people either. You've got to set limits. Your personal development, non-negotiable, 10 to 15 minutes. You're posting on your Facebook, 10 to 15 minutes. Thank you. And then use the other time to study, be a student, watch YouTube videos, get on these calls, watch the recordings. Anyway, so I hope that helps break it down. This is not a complicated business. There is a lot to it, but that does not mean you need to know it all tonight. It just means you can focus on the one thing that you can, and if you have an hour, do those things and you will grow. You will see growth. Will it be Anita Myron fast? No. Can I do Anita Myron fast? No. Because I wouldn't know what to do with myself if I was 15 star right now. So grow at your pace. I'm here for you. I'm here for questions. This Zoom call is going to end. If you have questions, post them below the team call recording box that I have posted in our coaching page, and I will answer them, or message me, or ask in the business chat. So sorry we don't have time for questions tonight. I rambled. I always do. But I know it's late. Thank you guys for getting on. You all have the cutest little kiddos, and mine is just ripping paper up over here. So I'm so excited that you all got on. I hope this really helped break some stuff down. And if you're a newer coach, do not be overwhelmed. Trust me, I'm going to walk you through each and every one of these things individually on a call. So don't be freaked out. Thanks for getting on, guys. Have a good night.